We're going to talk today a little bit about cloth masks. Cloth masks come in a variety of different ways that you can assemble them. The one that I'm going to talk about today is one that's on the CDC's website for cloth facial coverings, and you can Google that fairly simply and find their resources. There are some that require sewing and some that are very simple, and this one that I'm going to show you today is very simple. So this is the bottom of an old t-shirt. And I've cut just a square of that bottom that essentially is long enough that when I fold it into thirds, it will still cover from my nose to mouth. And then I have these two rubber bands, and these happen to be from asparagus at the grocery store. But you basically just need a rubber band that's big enough to loop around your ear and wide enough, I guess, to be comfortable in that process. And so you put one on each side, almost making your t-shirt look like a piece of candy. And they should be about as wide as the mask will be around your ears. And then we're going to fold our edges over. And now we've created essentially the mask that we're going to wear. And so for putting them on, there are a couple things to think about. If your mask is like mine, you just want to make sure it covers from nose to mouth. If your mask happens to have one of those metal pieces that allows you to bend it around your nose, what you don't want to do there is kind of create the nose and then put it on your face. You want to actually just press it against your face so that you make a nice seal with the contours of your face in particular. We all have different sizes and shapes of face, and so that's important. And you're welcome when you're putting your mask on to fuss and fidget with it. The key here is that you want to get it to the point where you can enter someplace like the grocery store and you won't feel the need to adjust and fix it as you are doing your grocery shopping. You want to make sure that it's all situated the way you want, and then you can do your hand hygiene. Perhaps your store has the hand hygiene as you enter the store, and you can clean your hands, and then you're free to go in and do your interactions with the public. The key here is that the mask is not necessarily as protective as the masks that we would wear in healthcare, the medical masks or the N95 respirators, but it does create social distancing, and it is multiple layers of fabric that protect us from those droplets and things. They may fall on the outside of the mask, and so that'll be important as we think about taking it off. And so I'm going to demonstrate putting this on for a second. And you can see, like I said, I can kind of fidget with it and put it where it belongs. One of the other things that you'll notice is that I have my hair up so that I don't have hair getting all over the front of that mask either. One of the things that you may have to manage as you're doing this is your eyewear. When you put a mask on, you want to make sure that the top seals well so that you can still wear your glasses and not have a lot of fogging, and that may require some adjustment to make sure that you can, again, cover your nose and still be able to see as you're interacting in the grocery store, for example. So then when we remove the mask, we want to just only touch the ear loops or the ties that the mask has. If you're taking ear loops off, you can simply just pull them off and place your mask either into a bag for cleaning or onto a paper towel because you plan to reuse it. With ties, you'll want to untie the bottom tie first so that the mask doesn't come down and drop onto your clothing, and then you can untie the top and make the same maneuver, putting it either onto a towel or into a bag for cleaning when you return home. The best way to wash these is to simply place them into the wash machine. I would recommend using normal laundry detergent and then going ahead and making sure that you completely dry it as well. You can certainly wash your rubber bands just with soap and water, and then the material in the mask, or the material of the mask itself. The reason I like this particular material is that it does allow for easy washing. It gets washed well because it's not complicated, and it won't get stuck in other elements of laundry that happen to be in the wash that time.